Good morning. You're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, we have an exciting show for our third show of the season, and it's featuring a horse we all love to love. That's right, Foiled Again is back in this week's episode and showing us that he's just like a fine wine, only getting better with age. I'll have the details on him, plus a lot more coming up next. The Weiss Series continues at Pocono in a thriller that you don't want to miss. Plus, we'll head to Harrah's Philadelphia and check out the week's best races there. And Foiled Again tries to remain undefeated this season. We have his incredible finish and much more from the Levy and Bluechip series from Yonkers. It's racing's fastest paced half hour, and it all starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
And they're off.
Hello there, citizens, and welcome to PA Harness Week. It's another glorious day, an installment of the racing show that covers all the trotting and pacing machines out there. And, you know, Heather, I just reminded myself of something. And when that happens, I want to remind myself of something because it doesn't happen all that often. When I mentioned trotting and pacing machine, there was a horse who was known as the pacing machine. Do you know who it was?
That's a softball question for me.
Well, it was short the second to first. Yeah, well, okay.
Cambella,
Oh,
yes.
okay, it was Camfella. And I was well prepared to give the folks out there a hint, which would have been, it was a horse driven by a crow.
Pat Crow.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I messed up your trivia question. Sorry,
Thanks.
I gave the answer out too fast. Yeah, all right. I deserve that.
Yes, you did. Yeah, how about another? While I'm doing it, yeah, what the heck. Anyway, welcome to our show. We got a lot to cover for you, and let's get right to the action because that's what we do. How about Sunday's 10th at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs? Another Weiss Series event. 3- and 4-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, and the lovely Heather has all the info for you.
The purse is $15,000 here. Now, it's a small field. Started out with 6. We had a couple of scratches. The one to beat, though, is the number 4, Ray Hall. He's the 2 to 5 favorite. He's had he's had 10 starts so far this year, and he's won half of them. In fact, he's won all of his Weiss limbs so far going into this one.
So it's still Ray Hall, and the whip hand of Tetrick has been relaxed there. 3/4, 125-4. 28-1, third panel. Ray Hall still there, coasting on the lead. Now time to quit, and 16 Mikes are both headed outside. They're both going to apply some pressure there as they come around the final turn to the top of the stretch. And it's still Ray Hall there by a length and a half. Tetrick still hasn't asked. Time to quit and 16 Mikes both closing here. Tetrick takes a look now, but he knows that Ray Hall has this in control, and Ray Hall going to get home here to win it by a head.
A couple of trotters went off stride, so it ended up being a 2-horse race, but it was super close. Ray Hall holds on to win by a neck in 153-3, finishing right there. For second was Time to Quit. Ray Hall is trained by Mark Harder. The driver's Tim Tetrick, and we will have Timmy on the show next week. He had another hip replacement surgery to do his other hip. Remember, last year he had one done. He had another one done this year.
Does he have any more left? I mean, they're all done now, aren't they?
Is that a trick question?
I think it may be.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're going to catch up with him next week on the show.
Good stuff. Stick around when we come back. We're going to stay at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. We got more Weiss Series action in your face, and it ain't no disgrace.
The trotters have reached the backstretch, and they are underway.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win.
Get it!
Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello there, Cambassador, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. And the action is hot, heavy, and aplenty. Woo, I excited myself for that.
Yeah, I was like, where are you going with
I got a
this?
little flush there saying all that. Okay, we're going to have more Weiss action for you. Let me talk about the Weiss action for a minute, because the series of 3- and 4-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers that Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs has each and every year is a stellar event. Draws great horses, great stars. The purse is $15,000, but it is named for Bobby Weiss. And what makes it interesting is, to my knowledge, he is the only person who's done this job that has a series dedicated to him and his name. Is that correct?
I can't vouch for that, but I'm going to tell you, I think it's spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a guy who was the track superintendent for years, and I mean, you put all that hard work into a track and you see records just falling and falling and falling, you know, that says something for your work.
Absolutely. All right, and the Bobby Weiss Series, Saturday's 8th, another event. It was a good one. Number 4, Tries Little Prince with Matt Kikali, the slight 7-5 chalk. Number 2 is Stitch in Time with Georgie Nappus, 3-2. The entry of number 1, Deep Sea Hanover with Marcus Miller, and 1A Touchdown Mindale with Simon Allard. We're both 9-2, and with the call, Jim Avila.
From third, here comes a Stitch in Time, beaten favorite last time out in the series, but now with the brush, gets to the front end here for George Napolitano Jr. Past Tries Little Prince, who's gone win place his last 2 and is the 7-5 betting favorite. Single file back to Touchdown Mindale. The entry mate Deep Sea Hanover is 4th. Then it's Pop's Tribute on the inside. Desperation looking to flush cover at the back, and the inside Costas Wine on the outside, all gold. Half 50, 4-3, 27-4. Second panel. Fractions quite rapid here, and the one laying him down is a Stitch in Time. He's got the lead by about 1.25 lengths. Even with that speed, he hasn't been able to shake Tries Little Prince, who is right behind the leader there. Inside third, Touchdown Mindale. Now to the outside, that's Desperation, trying to make something happen, but 3.5 lengths away, might be living up to his name. On the inside, Deep Sea Hanover. 3/4, 122 even, 27-2, third panel. A Stitch in Time trying to bury them on the front end here. Tries Little Prince still right there with Kikali, Touchdown Mindale, and Deep Sea Hanover after that. Top of the stretch, and a Stitch in Time trying to finish what he started here, extends his lead to 2. Tries Little Prince driving forward, far outside, Touchdown Mindale, but tonight they're not getting to a Stitch in Time. A Stitch in Time.
Well, a Stitch in Time got there in fine time. 149-3, in fact. I told you this series was hot. It's a sub 150 mile. Tries Little Prince got the 2-hole trip, but as hard as he tried, he could not match a Stitch in Time. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, Touchdown Mindale was 2 back and third. You say you want to watch the preferred Pacers. Is that what you want to watch? Guess what? She's got it for you.
I do, and the purse is $25,000. Number 5, Sparky Mark's the favorite. Just missed by nose in this class last time out, but close on the odds board is second choice number 2, and that's 18. He recently won in the preferred up at Yonkers, and number 6 is Abelard Hanover. You might remember he was a household name on this show last year when he won 15 out of 30 races.
The unconscious pace here early by Abelard Hanover, and 18 quickly steps out in front here for MacDonald. Sparky Mark very consistent, trying to get to the front as well, as Abelard Hanover gets a much needed breather in the pocket. A big gap back to Bet on the Law, 4th. Mustang Art, fresh off an impressive win last time, is 5th. Then Shock It to him, and then gapped out at the end, Ultimate Beach Boy and Automatic Slims. Watch the fraction here, 53 even, 27-2, second panel. The pace is just ridiculous up here. 18 has the lead, and now charging on the outside, Bet on the Law, first over and coming up quick on the leader. Abelard Hanover still tight in the pocket. Mustang Art is second over, only 2.5 away. Also in gear now, Shock It to him as Sparky Mark drops back. Ultimate Beach Boy trying for a late move. 3/4, 120-4, 27-4, third panel. panel, fastest fractions all year. 18 trying to cling to that lead. Abelard Hanover is there. Bet on the Law is flattening a bit from far back. Shock it to him flying. Top of the stretch. 18 still on top. Abelard Hanover another move. Mustang Art on the inside. It's 18 and Abelard Hanover. Abelard Hanover slight lead. Abelard Hanover.
18 put out a great effort. He was cutting the fractions. It gets by the 3/4 pole in 1:20 and 4.
Woo.
But it's Abelard Hanover who gets a great trip, and he just goes a 1/5 of a second faster coming home, and he nips 18 at the wire. Jonathan Roberts is the driver of Abelard Hanover for this. They win in 1:48 and 4. Yes, that's what I said. As my co-host would say, that sounds relatively important, right? 1:48 and 4, and they pay $16.80.
Wow, Abelard Hanover? I hear that horse's name and I think of a very large horse, like Abelard Hanover. I don't know why.
Like with a big butt, like
Yeah.
large,
Oh my God,
like
like
Crisco.
Okay, the next race, Saturday's 12th at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. You'll never guess what kind of series race it was. Take a guess, Heather.
A Weiss Series?
Ooh, ding, 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 ding. Okay, ready for this one? Number 7, Get It Off Your Chest was 6-5. He has made short work of everything else in the series. He has been absolutely dominant, okay? The entry of number 1, City Hall with Simon Allard, and 1A, Somewhere With You with Georgie Knapp, went off at 3-2. Number 5, Party Cove with Brett Miller was 9-2. And here's all the action.
Get It Off Your Chest on a mission on the front end, but will he pay the price for that opening number? Simons will try to slow it down now for all he can. UF Rockin Dragon in a good spot. Things aren't going to slow down for long because Party Cove has launched first over. In behind that now, Shadow Margot. City Hall shuffled back to 5th, but only 2 back. Then Somewhere With You, Dinner at the Met, 3rd over 7th. And Invictus Hanover trails, but only 4.5 away. They have 54 even, 28 and 2. Second panel, Incense and Peppermints. Those are fast fractions here. Get Off Your Chest, trying desperately to hold off the pressure on the outside of Party Cove. Inside, good spot there for UF Rockin Dragon. Now Party Cove takes over. Somewhere With You is launching. Shadow Margot going to go 3 wide, and Party Cove, just as he got the lead, went off stride. So all kinds of disarray on the front end. 3/4, 122 even, 28 even, 3rd panel. Now it's Shadow Margot and a rejuvenated Get Off Your Chest. Coming to the outside, UF Rockin Dragon out wide. City Hall finds the pocket. Top of the stretch, Get It Off Your Chest, looking to hold together in desperation. Inside City Hall, Somewhere With You up the pylons. Outside, UF Rockin Dragon. Shadow Margot still there between. UF Rockin Dragon, now Invictus Hanover. UF Rockin Dragon.
Okay, how about this one? All the chalk took a powder. It vamoosed, became invisible. Nowhere to be found, okay? Not a single one hit the board, including Get It Off Your Chest, who apparently got it off his chest. Number 2, UF Rockin Dragon, off at 17-1 with Mark MacDonald, won it in 151 and 4. You follow me here? Okay. Number 6, Invictus Hanover, went off at 65-1. The horse is trained by Ron Burke, which brings to mind how awful had this animal had to look on form being trained by Ron Burke to go off at 65-1. Hello? Okay, almost came from the men's room and just missed by a head. Number 3, Shadow Margot, 27-1 with Aunt Knapp, got 3rd. Woo! Nothing but bombers there. Stick around when we come back. Action aplenty from Harris, Philly. Don't you dare go away.
Here comes Bettors Glass now pouncing on battling leaders.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi there, you, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, and we just hang out every week on the show, having fun, talking about trotters and pacers and all kind of good stuff. And of course, she is the, what do they call you, the compassionate fire plug?
Horse racing's firework.
Oh, horse racing's fire. Well, weren't you compassionate?
I am that too.
Okay, she's that too.
I'm a lot of things.
You're a lot of things. Okay,
Yeah.
you're also the person responsible for covering the feature race Sunday here at Harrah's. It was race 9 for condition pacers, so do that bad boy.
I will.
All right.
Okay, the purse is $20,000 here. Number 6 is Best Jet Yet, getting the most support from fans, and he's got Georgia Knapp in the sulky. Number 1, Bettors Glass, won last time out. He's taking a step up in class though for this one. Number 3 is Sweet Talkin' Satin. This is his first start for 2014, but coming off a couple really nice qualifiers.
They're off and pacing. Best Jet Yet firing away for the lead. In between horses, Woodstock Hanover. Dropping down to the rail is Sweet Talkin' Satin. Coming away inside 4th, Bettors Glass. Followed in 5th by the Thunder Stealer. And trailing the field, Rockin' Wizard. But Best Jet Yet asserts himself early and has the lead by 3 lengths. In the pocket is Sweet Talkin' Satin in 2nd. Then we go a length and a half back to Woodstock Hanover. On the inside in 3rd. They reach the opening quarter in a fast 26-2. They come towards us for the first time. Best Jet Yet, the favorite, leads it by a length and a half. Sweet Talkin' Satin getting a bit tighter now in 2nd. 2 lengths back to Woodstock Hanover 3rd. Inside 4th is Bettors Glass. Racing in line 5th, Thunder Stealer. Last of all is Rockin' Wizard. 6 lengths front from back. Around the clubhouse turn they go. And Best Jet Yet leads by 2. Sweet Talkin' Satin continues the track in 2nd. Racing 3rd, Woodstock Hanover. Racing 4th, Bettors Glass. 55-2 for the half. 29 for the second quarters. They race up the back stretch, and now Bettors Glass just got flushed out of 4th by Thunder Stealer, trailing Rockin' Wizard, and now out of the pocket. Here comes Sweet Talkin' Satin after Best Jet Yet. Now these two will throw down. Best Jet Yet on the inside. Sweet Talkin' Satin taking the fight to him as they go round the turn. These two sprint 3 clear of Bettors Glass. 3 quarters, 122-2. 27 for 3 quarters. Top of the stretch. Best Jet Yet on the inside. Sweet Talkin' Satin on the outside as they straighten the way for the stretch drive. 3 lengths back to Bettors Glass in 3rd. On the inside, Woodstock Hanover is 4th. There in the straight. Best Jet Yet up on the outside. Here comes Bettors Glass now pouncing on battling leaders. And Bettors Glass takes the lead and kicks ahead.
Best Jet Yet, it gets a breather during that second quarter. He gets to the half in 55-2 and then busts out a 27 third quarter.
Woo.
Yeah, but then coming down the stretch, he just gets outpaced by Bettors Glass, who wins in 1:15.3. Bettors Glass driven by Tim Tetrick, trained by Scott D. Domenico, and pays $14. Second was, I know what you're going to say, how can Tim Tetrick have
On
a
a
horse
billy
make
goat, he
the-
shouldn't pay $14, right?
All right, second was Best Jet Yet. Third went to Thunder Stealer, and that horse was 20-1 odds.
All right, in the 12th race here at Harrah's filling on Sunday, a condition-paced non-winners of $8,500 in their last 5 starts, 13 dimes on the line. Number 5, Live On with Tetrick was even money. Number 4, Papa Ray, 2-1 with Dave Miller. Number 6, Cambassador with Yannick Gingras was 6-1. And here's the call.
Around the turn they go. Live On trying to go all the way. Cambassador still tracking in 2nd. Democracy still 3 lengths behind in 3rd. 3 quarters, 123-1. Top of the stretch for Live On. Inside Cambassador's 2nd, moving to the outside now as they straighten away. Papa Ray's trying to get up the inside 3rd. And 4th, Democracy there in the straight. Inside Live On, joined by Cambassador on the outside. Papa Ray's closing up the inside. Deep stretch. Cambassador on the outside. Cambassador to win.
Live On and Cambassador both left hard. Well, yeah. Live On took the top, Cambassador the 2-hole. There they would stay to the lane when Cambassador got the lead and won it in 1:51-2 and paid $14.40 with Yannick Gingras in the sulky. I know what you always say. Yannick Gingras shouldn't pay $14.40 on a billy goat.
Yeah, on a billy goat. That's exactly what I say. How did you know that?
Papa Ray beat a tiring Live On who didn't for the belly. And stick around when we come back. Speaking of Yannick Gingras, the man who shouldn't pay $14 on anything, period.
A camel, a billy goat,
a llama, anything.
A llama.
We're going to talk to Yannick when we come back because the richest pacer ever foiled again was in action. He went bonkers at Yonkers.
Oh, hey, the richest harness horse ever, trotter or pacer. Get it right.
I stand corrected. We'll talk to Yannick and that horse she's talking about. Don't go away.
Here's Dancing Yankee, first up third, and going to go after foiled again here.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hello there, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like I want to go bonkers at Yonkers. Yes, indeed. Why? Because on Friday night, they had that continuing series of those free-for-all mares. Boy, they are tough, hard-knocking women, and they got it on Friday night. We're going to cover the first one. Will be race 4, number 1, Charisma Hanover with Yannick Gingras was the 6-5 chalk, but it was Breeders' Crown champ number 2, Shell Escape with Tim Tetrick, who got the money at 5-2, winning in 152 flat.
Okay, now the next Bluechip Matchmaker, the Ron Burke train entry of 1, Rocklamation, and 1A Camille. I had the most support, but it was a long shot, 15-1, Feeling You, who journeyed on the outside to win in 153-1 with Tyler Buter in the sulky.
Next up, race 11. Number 6, Somewhere Over a Rainbow with Brian Sears was 4-5, but it was number 5, You Gonna Kiss Me or Not, off a 2-1 with Danny Dubé, who sprang the upset to win by 2 in 151-4.
Okay, now let's check out some Levy Series action. In race number 4, the purse $50,000. The heavy betting favorite was the 3-horse Ron Burke entry of Clear Vision, I Trust You, and Special Forces. They did not disappoint. The winner on the front end in 152-1 was Clear Vision with George Brennan at the control.
Okay, let's go for some disappointment this time. Saturday, the 5th at Yonkers, the Levy, the 3-horse Ron Burke entry, off at 1-2, were all off the board. Number 2, Mock It So with Tetrick, off at even money, wired 1 for fun by 4 open lengths in 152-1. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday night, we have another Levy. This one featured the $6 million steed, and Heather Vitale has that one for you. Why am I talking like this? I don't know.
Yes. Okay, the star of the show here is the overwhelming favorite, number 1, Foiled Again. Now, in the race, he is matched up with a betting entry from the Burke stable of 1A Bettors Edge. But, you know, Foiled Again has won 3 races already in 2014 going into this one. So he is undefeated. And so this is his 4th Levy Series challenge. He's a little guy, loves the half mile, but can he remain perfect for the season?
Here they come. They're off. Foiled Again left, and so did PH Supercam. Between horses is Bettors Edge. Toward the inside is AJ Corbelli. Foiled Again on the outside. Moving on even terms with PH Supercam. PH Supercam trying to make Foiled Again work a bit here. A close third is Bettors Edge. It's a gap of 3 to AJ Corbelli in 4th. Mid-back stretch. Dancing Yankee is 5th. 6 lengths from Foiled Again. The trailers, Texacan N and Mr. Hassanian. So it's Foiled Again who secured the top. Letting it here, a length and a half over PH Supercamp behind an opening quarter in 27-4. Midway on the paddock turn, a gap of 3 to Bettors Edge. Bettors Edge, 3.5 from his pari-mutuel partner. Gap of 2.5 to find A.J. Corbelli. Then Dancing Yankee, Texacan N and Mr. Hassani. The 99-1 long shot trails the field. So Foiled Again, looking for a career win. Number 80, over $6 million in the bank here. Foiled Again, looking to make it 4 in a row in the Levy. They get a half mile in 56-3 with 1 lap to go. PH Supercam right there stalking the favorites every move. Now on the outside, here's Dancing Yankee first up third and going to go after Foiled Again here. So Foiled Again going to get a challenge now from Dancing Yankee, but fractions not all that quick. Third toward the inside is PH Supercam. Bettors Edge is 4th. It's 5 lengths back to a struggling AJ Corbelli who's come up empty. And then Texacan and Mr. Hassani, they've lost contact with the field. 3/4 and 124. So Foiled Again getting tested again. Foiled Again, Dancing Yankee toward the inside is PH Supercam, and then Bettors Edge at the top of the stretch. It is Foiled Again. Foiled Again, a 2-prong attack for the multi-millionaire on the outside. Challenging is Dancing Yankee on the inside. PH Supercam, Foiled Again, does it again.
Foiled Again leads the way around the Yonkers track. Dancing Yankee, he was cutting some rug, wasn't he? He tries to get there, but I'm telling you, Foiled Again refuses to lose. He just doesn't give up. He ends up winning by a head in 151 flat.
A fiery horse with speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hottie. Yannick Gingras flies again.
I love that. All right, so and Dancing Yankee, he was 11-1. I wanted to mention that. Foiled Again, racing tonight at Yonkers, okay, in the 11th race. So I want everybody to make sure that you watch Yonkers. And Sharla McBride got to catch up with Yannick Gingras, of course, the driver of Foiled Again, about this capital A amazing horse.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here with Yannick, and another big weekend for Foiled Again. Does this horse ever cease to amaze you?
Well, no, I don't know about amazing, you know what I mean? Like, because, no, I mean, I'm not surprised by anything he can do anymore, you know what I mean? Like, a couple of years ago, maybe, but now, I mean, he just goes on the track and does the same thing every week, you know, it's just, it's unbelievable.
Kind of like a fine wine, just getting better with age. Is that how you would describe this horse? Because it seems like he does just get better and better.
Yeah, he's the exception to the rule, you know what I mean? Like, usually at that age, no, they're in 15, 20 climbers, and they're banging around from track to track. You know what I mean? For him to compete against the best horse in the world, like I said, it's unbelievable, and he's just a one-in-a-lifetime horse.
And it's not easy to stay undefeated. Take me back to Saturday's race and what that race was like for you.
Well, you know, in that series, you know, like he usually gets to the front, and you know he can rate some fraction. But you know, Ronnie's horse won a big mile last week and took it to him. But you know, Foiled Again, you're gonna have to do a little bit more than that to beat him. You know, what I mean, like if he gets a decent pulse, I mean, I think they're gonna be chasing. You know, what I mean, like, you know, obviously it's a half-mile racing. He draws 7 or 8 in the final. That's all he got beat the last 3 years. You know, bad posts, tough trips. But like I said, they're gonna have to do a little bit more to beat him.
We'll be watching him again on Saturday, and I know you're on Twitter and you're following the social media kind of outrage following Foiled Again. Foiled Again Forever is the hashtag I've seen everywhere. Does that amaze you, seeing all these people that are following this horse?
It's amazing, really, the last 2 years. You know, I mean, before that, he was always, you know, I mean, I always thought he was a great horse, but not everybody believed it, or not everybody agreed. But, you know, since the middle of last summer, when he won at Pocono for the Ben Franklin and came back and won the 2 big races at the end of the year, I think he's earned a lot of respect, and he's gained a lot of fans. And it's definitely overwhelming a little bit. And see, like, I get a couple texts Saturday night, like, people are like, dude, like, everybody's watching him. You know what I mean? Like, it is amazing. And but you know what? It's well-deserved. No, he's a great horse, and he's been doing it for so long. I think it's harness racing needs a horse like him.
All right, well, thanks so much, and we'll hope the undefeated streak continues.
I'd like that.
Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Sharla and Yannick. 2 things I want to mention very quickly about Foiled Again. Just so everybody knows, the Levy Series final happens on April 26th. Okay, so it's a week from tonight. They're going to have a Foiled Again t-shirt giveaway at Yonkers Raceway. So if you can go out there and cheer on Foiled Again in person, you get a t-shirt too. So that's really cool. If you're on Twitter, by the way, hashtag Foiled Again Forever. All you tweets of mine out there, hashtag Foiled Again Forever.
All right.
Make my little plug.
And this Levy's got more legs than a caterpillar. I mean, this, you know, it goes over 87 years of legs.
Great analogy. I like that.
There you go. Okay. And that's going to do it for us for this week's edition of PA Harness Week. For all of us, including Bruce Casella, Sharla McBride, the lovely Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you that money won is better than money earned. So pick up the pace and get high on harness.
It's only natural.